this working? See a chat? I don't see. Looks like it's buffering. Is it buffering? Is there sound? Let's see. Something is happening. It looks like it's buffering. Can't really tell. I can't tell if it's doing anything. Stream setup help. Maybe it's now on the wrong page. Did set the stream key. It doesn't seem to be. Oh, no, I guess it is live. The UI is all right. I think this is working. Let me see if I can do hear my voice. And unfortunately, I'm also hearing the volume here. So I'm going to copy. What is the stream URL? Is it this? Let me see. Here's the stream URL. Let me post this over on the Mastodon. We'll be starting in a few minutes. I'm just setting things up here because it's been forever since I've done this. Up quickie PDF update customization. This URL. All right. How does my streaming setup work? I have forgotten. Me. Hey, where's my camera? I think it's over here. So I guess this is going. I'm Sri. Haven't been online for quite some time, so this is going to take a while, I think, to remember how this all works. I am on a new computer set now, so this should be better than my old Intel Mac. This is an M1 MacBook Pro I'm using. So what are we doing today? The goal is to make a customization of a form that somebody sent me. Let's see, where is it? I can show my screen. So let me see if I remember how this works. Screen. So this is, oh, that's the old one. Where's the one I want to look at? Oh, this is the form that's being modified. This is the task order up, and that doesn't work. And for those of you who don't remember this form, this is designed to work kind of like a restaurant check rail thing. You'd write down the single task you're doing and you stick it up somewhere where people can see it. And so then they know what you're working on and they won't bother you. At least that's the goal. That's why I made it. It was kind of passive aggressive, but whatever. And then someone sent me an update or their own version of it. A fellow in Germany named Philorius. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. And they modified a version for their own use as a. I think they're a freelancer. I'm not sure. Self-employed. Not sure what kind of work they do. They did have a website that I can share later. Assuming that this is actually going out someplace, and I'm trying to find my downloads folder now. I see I have about 10-second delay on the video, which is not great. I need to close a bunch of files here. Let's see, I need to open up my downloads folder. Go to, I wonder if this still works. I'm not sure this still shows YouTube chat or not. It does not, so I guess that's not going to work. But I can use this update thing. That is my to-do list on the side. let's see. Does this chat even work? Hello, chat. That's okay. So anyway, I'm trying to find like this file, and it's over here. Let's open the file, and oh, here it is. Is that is that the one? Why does this look so weird? Oh, this is. It opened it up and looks like ARC, which I didn't want it to do. And here's the actual Acrobat file. So there are some changes that I can see here. I don't know if this is going to zoom correctly, but you can see there's this whole new top area here. Maybe it's easier if I just use this side camera here. Grab this over. All right, does my aux cam still work? It does. All right, so here is the original form, and here is the modified form. And so you can see, perhaps, if I can get this thing down further. Original form from 2011 here, and here is the modified version. So the task area has been expanded with something called WOOP, Wish, Outcome, Obstacle, and Plan. There's something in German up here, what the problem is, and how to solve a problem. And I bet Feloria said, what did he say? What does it mean? It means the concept of WOOP method is wish, outcome, obstacle, plan. They added some verbs. They modified the time tracker to horizontal. Let's see. Modified header. The problem is the difference between an actual status and current status. Oh, the actual status and the target status. Problem solving is to define the desired status and then to create the target status. This is a reduced approach to problem solving taken from the target philosophy of Professor Johann Lohn. I apologize for my lack of German understanding. So, yeah, so I can also see there's some additional scaffolding here. Various, this says, if you can't read this, start working on each micro step for just 120 seconds and stop. Decide, act, write, read, type, phone. I guess this is the follow-up action. Search, organize, inform, begin. So yeah, this. I would describe this in my own terminology as, well, I'm not even going to bother. My head's not kind of in that place right now. There's also additional check boxes added, I guess, to check these things off. I don't really like the way that looks, but I know people love their check boxes. I guess this has been repurposed. Like in the original form, the idea is you'd write down the task, and then you'd have the time that you would do on it. Here, I think they're just using a checkbox. Oh, there's another bit of text here that says micro tasks. Next action equals visible physical activity to move it forward. Equals verb. So maybe these are the verbs. Decide, search, organize, inform, begin. So I'm guessing that this is. I'm trying to guess like what kind of self-employed work that this person does by their prompting, but this is fairly generalized, so I can't tell. Probably some sort of knowledge work, I'm guessing. Could be anything. All right, so the goal right now is just to see how fast can I make a variation of this so it prints more quickly. Oh, hey, Christopher Robin. I'm coming in left channel only. I guess that makes sense. Let me see if I can fix that. I am on a new setup, and it's been a while since I've used OBS, so I am trying to remember how it all works. Let's see. Why would it come in only on the left channel? I guess I need to expand see if this works. So here is my audio setup. Let me turn this to the screen. So I'm coming in from my microphone, which is probably going to be all the way on the left because it's a mono input. I need a stereo expander, I guess. I wonder if I can do that live without killing the entire thing. There's a mixer here. I believe there is an object for this. Let me show the sidebar and see if there is a output device. Balance channels. I know I've done this before. Pan. Maybe this will work. So if I stuff it right here, I wonder. I don't know if this. I don't know if this fixes it. I just tried shoving a pan thing so to center it. Let me know if this works. There's about 10-second delay, I think, or more for video buffering. So I'll check back in 10 seconds. We'll see. I would be surprised if it works. It would be my lucky day. So let's see. If anyone has any questions about what I've been up to, feel free to ask, and I'll try to pay attention to the chat window. And we'll see how that goes. All right, so what was I doing? Let's double check over here. I did send a link to Philorius that see this if this let's see if this URL actually works. Oh, it actually works. Amazing. All right, so I wasn't sure, and I also am depressed by my voice, so I could try to modify my voice so it's a little bit more less deep. Maybe that would work, but I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, so I'm gonna try to turn this, which is a huge raster file. It took about 15 minutes to print on my printer on my gigabit Ethernet hardwired network. So I'm thinking that I can probably reduce this. So let's see how long that takes. Right now it's 10:30. I don't think I could do this in 30 minutes, but I'll do this for 30 minutes and see how far I get, because there is some other work I need to do today. So how do I do this? I guess I need to find where I keep these files. So I'm on a Mac. I'm using Alfred. I have a directory for all the forms I've ever made in here. This is the task order up. This one I believe is based on the black and white one. I'm not sure if they had a color in mind, but I'll go with the black and white one for now. What I'm planning to do this year is to write software that generates these forms for me now, so I can more easily create custom versions on the fly rather than laboriously edit color palette tables, in Illustrator, which kind of sucks. So how did I set this up? I believe this is the original Illustrator file. So let me see. I'm going to copy this into. I guess I have to. I'll make a new version, customized, and then I usually make and I should copy the this. Dang it, Mac. I don't want that there. Well, make an export thing. Now, how do I create an extra tab? Okay, that works. So I want to go to my downloads folder. I want to copy this here as a reference. Let's make a new original source directory. Copy that in there. Okay, Christopher Ram says there's been no change. That's too bad. It says it's panned to the center. I'm gonna have to try to fix this later. Sorry for about that. Um, I'm not sure why it's coming in from one side, but it could be anything. Debugging audio live is probably going to crash the computer, so I don't want to mess around with it too much. If you're using earbuds, maybe you could just use one of them, so it at least seems it seems right. Um, it's less cognitively dissonant. So anyway, I am going to copy. Here's the original file, and let's rename this to. It's oh my god, this has been 12 years since I've made these. Let's take a look. It's just so old that the icon isn't even showing up. mm, so Philorius says blue light colors would be great. Reduce it to black and white printer anytime. I can't do that color customization right now because the color setup for these files is doesn't for these particular ones from 2011. They are not available. I'm trying to do this quickly, so I'm going to have to give you the black and white one. So, but what I can try to do is when I make original, make the PDF generator software to make these forms, then it should be much easier to do color customizations. Um, did this? I guess I need to install some fonts. Oh, okay, it actually worked. Amazing. I guess my ridiculously expensive Adobe Creative Cloud subscription came in handy. All right, so how are we going to do this? Make sure this is the right file. Are these expansions working? I'm zooming in on here, but I'm not sure if it's screwing up the streaming video or not. I guess I'll see in about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did it work? Did it work? I guess that's 20 seconds. 13, 14, 15. Okay, it does work. It's 15, about 15, 20-second delay. All right, so I guess we can pull these side by side. It would be easier to do it that way. So let's go to our source. Let's call this original. Oops. Original. Or submission, let's call it. And let's just open it here. There are 2 pages. Side by side. Let's import it as a link. Let's rotate this so it's a little easier to see. Actually, let me change the document setup. This looks like it's set up for printing. So where is the? There we go. And now I should be able to rotate this. I'm remembering all my keyboard shortcuts, so that's nice. And let's see, is my alignment still thinking? Let's align this to the artboard, and let's just center this. And guess it's maybe recent folders. Let's call this rotated version. This is easier. All right. So at least I should be able to like go back and forth and see. Maybe that's not gonna work. This is not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to go and grab a screenshot of the original file. That's interesting. Why is this? And I'm noticing here that this artboard is not the right size. This is designed for A4 paper. I guess I actually didn't make a version scaled specifically for A4. This is just scaled down so it fits on A4 with a approximately quarter-inch margin. So anyway, let's look back at that. Let me open this up here, and I'm just going to literally grab this. And then I'm going to literally just paste it here as a bitmap so it's on the same page for me to reference. And then let me remove these instances. That I can put this over here. All right, so let's see what we can see. Unfortunately, this scale is fairly close. Let me see if I can get this a little bit closer. Oh, why are you? It's a little bit annoying. Let's try to get this aligned. Where is the center of this? I guess my copy is a little bit not quite. It's snapping to the freaking. I need to turn off snap. Snap to point, snap to glyph. I don't want snapping right now. There must be a shortcut for this. I actually do want to stop using Illustrator. Okay, that's close enough. It's centered, so I should be able to do a constrained centered scale, so it's relatively close. Still snapping, that's, I guess, fairly close. So now I can do approximately one-to-one comparison of what they did. So one of the first things was they moved this thing up so it's the same height. So let me remove some of this stuff. So I guess I don't. This is all still grouped. How come this is not ungrouping? Oh, okay, I was in the wrong select mode. So they didn't need that. They took out this. Oops. They took out this. That's strange. Was this there twice? And they took out this. And we're going to move this thing up. I'm going to go into the vector select mode by typing A on my keyboard. And this will allow me to, oops, grab too much because this thing is in the fucking way. So let me move this up. It looks like they maintained largely the other things. So let me move this thing up. And that's approximately aligned. I mean, like there's careful stuff I do with the spacing to make sure that the visual rhythm is nice. This is too close. And so what you look for in something like this is every line of text has amount of space that it likes that's based on the character spacing. What I typically use is the spaces and the inter character spaces, and then try to choose a multiple of that that's somewhere between them, or not a multiple, but like sometimes I can just use the if I use like this is approximately the space between the K and the O, maybe it's too much. It's doing some annoying snapping here, so it's making it hard to do it. Let's go with that. This is approximately what they used. And so then I have this text here. Let me make another layer on top of this. Let me name this. This is the TOU01 A4 3 up modified. That'll be my base layer. And then I'm going to put the new text on top of it. And I'll call this Phylorious Changes, or late text, let's call it. And let's see if I can type this in. Are there any weird accent marks on here? I don't know how to make this O thing, so I guess we'll find out. Find out how that works. Now I wish I hadn't gotten rid of that original text because it was the right size. Oops. Let's see if I can. You know what? I can actually. I forgot one thing I usually do is I can easily redo those changes. I can just move this text off instead of deleting. I should have done what I usually do and like, oops, fuck. Just move it off screen because I might want to use it again. And I had to ungroup that because it's no longer. Okay, so that's better. It's been a while since I've edited these things, so I'm a little bit rusty on my Illustrator workflow. And let's move that back up. Let's see. Oh, Christopher Arm says, no worries, swapping to earbuds works though. Advanced audio properties in OBS should have a, this is a mono source. Oh, okay. Let me go, let me see if I can find that real quick. I'm reading the chat from Christopher Robin. Let's see. That would be in settings. The funny thing is this shouldn't be an audio. It should not be single. Because like this is going through my audio interface, and if I have a guest on, it should be left and right channels. But I guess I would have to set up panning for that. And so actually, maybe I need to do the audio setup through what is it called? Scarlet. It's Focusrite Control. That's the monitor outputs, inputs, analog one. Ooh, look, there's a little bar thing. I don't see a thing for it. Where is this? Help me, Christopher Robin. Okay, these are the pure inputs. So the outputs, hardware outputs, software, custom. That's the monitor. Actually, how does this work? Is this the thing that does it? That's analog 3. You know what? I am. I'm not gonna even mess with it. I'm gonna look. No, don't quit. Did it break everything? Is it still working? It still looks like I still have levels. That's good. I just realized I had my input turned down too. So back to studio settings. Somewhere in audio, let's look for this option. I don't actually see it. There's a Scarlet. No, this is coming through Audio Hijack, which it has my noise suppression software on it. Is it an advanced setting? Is it disabled because the stream is live right now? Is a stream... If it's a streaming setting, I probably can't change it now. Yeah, this is probably going... I'm not going to worry about it. It's still working? Oh, no worries, Christopher. It's... I am, I guess, I'm kind of excited to just be streaming this stuff again because it's been a while and I've wanted to get back to it. I have been very busy doing JavaScripty things for open source learning science research grant software, which is cool. And I've kind of gotten used to JavaScript. I guess it's been almost 10 years since I started doing this. And I'm finally getting kind of comfortable with its ridiculousness. So anyway, we're going back here and we will, and what I wanted to do was change this. I must say that the M1 is handling all of this IO really, really well. before I couldn't even edit open Illustrator on the Intel without the whole thing slowing down. And I'm maintaining a nice 7.4% CPU usage on OBS. No dropped frames, and uploading X264 software encoder at 5,000 kbp kilobits per second, which is twice as what I was able to do before. I hope the quality looks better. Actually, it looks kind of blurry here. Oh well, there's something to tweak. So I'm going to try to copy that text. And I'm going to use this as the base. And I am going to, again, redo my layer setup stuff here, which is covered up by the screen, but down here in the lower right corner. Actually, I'm not sure this is doing what I think it is. Let's see. They've changed the way that Zoom works on the Mac, so it's actually zooming every desktop across all desktops. Let's see. So this is the TEO 2011 3-up. A4 is the base, and I'm going to make another layer down here. Sorry you can't see this because my face is covering the thing up. Actually, I could probably switch to this mode, even though there's that empty title window that's there. So I'm clicking down here. This will be text additions or Philorius. Us or us? I wonder what that name. What does that mean, Philorius? Mods. All right, so I have this set up here. I guess one disadvantage of this mode is the screen resolution isn't as high, but you don't. I'll try just to read out. So it says problem equals difference von ist. I'm sorry, Germany. I'm screwing your language up. I mess up every language I try to speak. I can't even speak Taiwanese or Chinese. So wait, did I get this right? Souls Luststand, and then problem. How do I do this? There's a way you can do this in macOS. There's a special keyboard, but it apparently doesn't work in Illustrator, which is maybe not surprising. Let me see if I can do it up here. Oh, yes. So 2. So I'm typing in a text. It doesn't work here either. Oh, there we go. So I just copied it from a text window where it does work. Thanks for nothing, Illustrator. I wonder if this works in problem and the other program. Love song equals 1 sol zoo stand. Archive Media Tech says, I would propose you take the English translation of the German phrase. Well, I'm actually doing this for this German person. So I'm literally just wanting to try to make something quickly, both for me to warm up using this stuff and, just the person was nice enough to send me this giant file that they made. They're very excited by it. So this is my way of just, I guess, recognizing that. It would be nice to make a variation of it. I wonder if I can get the person that's texting me in Discord, so I had to split my attention back and forth. Let's see. He's suggesting that to use the English translation. What is the English translation? I had to scroll all over creation. Let me see if I can copy this text. In fact, this is a good opportunity to open up my knowledge management system and make that change to the sidebar over there. All right. So, okay. So we're going to do the English translation. Let's see. And let me see. How does this work again? So this is my oops, what's happening here? Oh, it's Garten. What? NVM use. There's been something weird going on with my node setup, which I have to. What? What's going on? My path is broken? Oh, node is missing. Why is that? Sitting slightly offset from my key. Where did NVM go? That's weird. No NVMRC found. Why is this screwed up? Is this? This is weird because something odd is happening with my setup today. Did it uninstall all of my? Where's my NVMRC file? Just nothing but problems. So this regard is my knowledge management system. This is what drives dcsay.com, which is my new website, if you haven't seen it. And this one is designed as kind of a knowledge base, and then also eventually it'll be my official transition over. So the work log, there is... I do have a streaming page set up for this, but I'm trying to remember how. But like my whole system is down for some fucking reason. Why is my NVMRC file gone? Did it never have one? It's so hard. Let's see. NVM install v18610. My whole NVMRC is down. That's weird. Okay, so now that's working. This is a system that's based on 11T. And why is nothing working? What has changed? I've been doing a lot of node work recently. I didn't think it would affect this project. Oh, it's probably because I disabled the default version of Node because it was screwing up an old project. There's an NVM option where you can set the alias. Oh, you know what? It's not. It's because that's what I needed. Oh, someone provided the English translation. Thanks, Archive. How do I say that? Anyway, so I am looking for my worksheet. It's like, what is it called? Chat log. There is a special folder. I can just look in here. Media cache, assets, trope. Is it under memo? How did I set this up before? I can look in the original OBS chat thing. I suppose. What does this just do? and just moved all over the place. Actually, does this say what this is? It's like really blurry. It's in tasks. Weirdly, I do not see it in a tasks directory here, unless I'm blind. Oh, it's probably because I canceled the build. So let me just try that again. So it's like they're doing a lot of inefficient processing. Okay, here's the complete thing. So it's under tasks and it's index maybe. So if I should have something called tasks MD, and that's what this is. So we're going to try this updating the TOU task order up. Order up. Let's make some checklist items here. It's hard to see my type when this microphone is in my face. Let's see, task order up. So I should probably switch to the other camera. Can I do that? I just realized that's using the wrong camera. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Okay, let's see if that worked. Okay, that's now you can see my mug. So we are modifying the TOU in Illustrator, and then after that we'll dump to PDF, and after that we'll email it or send it rather. All right, so I've done that. I think I have a special command for this. Let me just make sure that this actually updated. Where's the word wrapping thing? I can never remember the actual command for it. Wrap, view, layout. Okay, there it is. I just searched to see if it'd show up. So I think I have a garden tasks up command. Okay, so that should have sent. So this thing on the side should update soon. Uh-oh, did my stream just stop? The camera just froze. It looks, oh no, it's just it's just really delayed and I wasn't moving. All right, so back to here. The translation is a problem is the difference between current status and target. Current and target statuses. And then the other one is define desired status, create target state. I have taken some liberties with the spacing because I'm just trying to keep the text as short as possible. Okay, and then will this actually fit in there? This is white, it looks like. So let's go to swatches and switch that to white and see how to fit it in. So I can see I had to remove that. Make some room. And now that looks weird. Is this in the right place? Let me lock that. I mean, it's not great looking, but. And so I'm trying to find a natural alignment point. And I could line it along the vertical here. Problemless is problem solving. Else, can maybe a solution would work. I'm thinking that because problem is here, that is solution maybe is defined as in context with that. So that might be okay. And I don't like the line spacing of that, so I am going to do something kind of bad, and let's go optical spacing, and then let's bring in the tracking. Where's the tracking thing? Just to make it compressed a little bit. And ordinarily, you wouldn't want to do this for text that people are going to be reading a lot. But this is something that people read once. It's really a reference. So the eye strain caused by the small text shouldn't be an issue. And let's just remove this, change the spacing there. So it's a little bit more compact looking. That looks a little bit better. Not quite the same as that. If I was really going to be nitpicky, I would make it the same height. I am getting a request for something for work-related things. It's not something I had to worry about, so I am not going to worry about. Let's see. Now, everything just locked up. Okay, here we go. So let me position this. This is close. I can probably rely on some visual fudging here because even though task and this text box isn't the same height, it's far enough away so most people won't be able to tell that. I can see it, but other people probably won't. In general, all right, and now there's this whoop thing. Is that the same text size? Looks like they're reusing this general size for things. So let me just copy this down. It looks approximately the same. So whoop. And they have a spread out thing. That's not how I would lay it out, but let's see. Let me just do it like this, and these are all separate items. So do it like that. How many are there? Four? Four? Oops. Is my computer slowing down? Wish. Outcome. Obstacle. Oops, obstacle. And finally, what's wrong with this piece of crap? There's all these little issues that I have with Illustrator. Mostly in their text input. I think over the years they have forgotten how to do text input properly. All right, so what do we have here? I guess I could line it up under here, or I could line it up over here. Again, I'm going to align it on the sender rather than the left edge, because that generally looks cleaner. I'm looking at the space between here and here to determine how far it should be. And I'll line it up sort of like this and spread them out. Distribute the space. I don't like the way this looks, really. I'm going to just compress these because the spacing doesn't mean anything here. So we'll distribute spacing. We want to align to selection. And let's put about, I don't know. These are 6-point fonts, so let's make it, let's see if 10 point looks. Oops. 10 point. Distribute. Let's make that 4-point distribute. I should just like run these all together. Yeah, let's do that. I'll make this one line. It'll be faster just to retype it. Wish, outcome, obstacle, plan. And we don't need this leading one because these are now operating as separators. And in fact, we could probably do this instead and just run it underneath here. We'll see how that looks. I'm not sure if that will really do. Yeah, I could do a one, it would be faster if I did a 1-to-1 change, but I am so fussy about my visual design that I can't quite bring myself to bear to do it. Oh, there's a change here. There's no due date anymore. And where did these arrows come from? Are they stolen from here? Let's remove that. How come I can't delete that? Let's see. And this goes away and is replaced by one of these. Oops, how come that didn't copy? Oh, it just wasn't updating for some reason. Now I can't select it. What is up with you, Illustrator? What the hell? Did it not? Is this one of those rendering bugs? Yes. Let's delete that. I was going to try to use it to align, but why? What is wrong with this? I don't know what's going on with this thing. It's approximately here. Let's align all these things. This is not perfect, but I think it'll be good enough. Let's do a distribute. That makes them all the same. And I think I do need to move this up a bit. I don't like that, but it's okay. So now I'm going to type in a bunch of text here. We'll add those arrows later. Let's see. Let me add them over here. Decide. What is the one thing I can do now to be on track to achieve my goal today, this week, month? Is that quoted? And then the next one is, how many are there? There's 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And this one doesn't have the initial skip distractions and all options. I'm going to reformat this to keep the same idea by focus. Skip distractions. And options. I'll just say skip distractions. And apply all your energy on the one thing. step at a time. Until completed. Yeah, doing some editing on the fly just to keep these lines shorter. Visualize and verbalize. The final outcome situation. Oops. Why is this not going to the end of the line? Prioritize. Don't react. Act proactive. Prioritize. Don't react. These ones are all uppercase. I wonder if that's intentional. Don't react. Be proactive. Is that colon or a semicolon? First things first. So let's see if this one, how this works. Oops. So we'll move these guys over. How much space do I really want? I think that looks okay. Let's align these guys. Let's move this guy down. I'm just kind of eyeballing the spacing rather than computing it. Let's distribute these dudes. And if this barely fits, I can remove to be on track because it probably isn't necessary. Do now to achieve my goal today. That fits a little bit better without crowding the end of it. Remove that the there. Felorius says in the Discord that I should do it at my own size. Is that you? Is Archive? Is that you, Felorius? Let's see. So this one says week date. Let's change that to week date. And it has, let's recenter that a bit. All right, this is and there's this checkbox thing that's happening. I'm sure I like that. And so here are the checkboxes that are at the end, but here they're on the beginning. I think if I was going to do this, I would want to actually had it at this side. Let's see. It's difficult. This is a difficult alignment because I didn't design this for this reason in this way. So it's going to look really, to me, it's going to look weird. So we're just going to eyeball these. And let's see, what am I going to do for a checkbox? How are they doing it? They're using a double styled one, or like it's like a. You can see the backgrounds here from the copy paste. Let's see. What's the line thickness? I guess it's this one. They copied that, which was a good move. They used that same thickness. What I try to avoid is having... I try to avoid extra lines when possible these days. Oops, what happened there? Something happened. I'm in isolation mode, that's why. Let's add this thing. We're just going to draw right on top of it. Rectangle tool. And why is it not letting me draw? No, because that's not the rectangle tool. I guess R is the rotate tool. What is the key shortcut command for this? M? Oh, that might be the shape tool. Nope. M is the rectangle tool. R is the rotate tool. I guess that's acceptable. Okay, so let's see if that looks about right. I probably want to do something like this to kind of align it. Ugh, really? That looks terrible. I can see why they would want to have that stroke on there. And then offset it. I think there is an Illustrator command, an effect that will outline. Is it Pathfinder outline stroke? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, maybe because there's no stroke. Let's see, apply outline stroke. Oops. Where is this instance they speak of? I don't seem to have that dialog up, so I am looking. It's probably something called style or pattern or transform or effect or attribute, maybe? Appearance, I think this is. Stroke, outline stroke. It just didn't do shit. Maybe it's offset stroke I'm thinking of. Offset path. It's not quite what I wanted. Yeah. We'll just do it the manual way. Is that? That's interesting. I guess I did offset it. Yeah, it looks weird. So this is creating this vibrating effect that I don't like. Excuse me. So maybe a little bit. Maybe if I can fix this, if I reduce the stroke slightly so optically it's not quite as heavy. Like did that. I know that we're going for this width here to match that, but in this case I think it maybe needs to. So now we're getting this double vibration thing that's happening that I usually don't like, but maybe it's all right in this case. Why is my off edit offset so... Where's the thing that says how much to move it when I nudge? Keyword increment is 0.25 px. Fellows has a leave, so that's all right. It's okay. I didn't set a timer when I started this. I probably have to knock this off pretty soon and resume this at some point in the future. So I need to reserve energy for my other work. But let's do that. Let's leave it here for now, and I'll pick this up at some time in the future. At least I can update the where is it? I'll make a list of things. So what do we need? What's left to do? We need to so the things I need to do is I need to update the week date checkboxes, which I haven't finished doing. Then there is the micro tasks line. Then there is the rotate the time boxes. And then those are going to fit. I think that's it. There's also that line on the bottom. Add the what do they call these? The tasks 1 to 6 prompts. Add the bottom tagline. Update the copyright and attribution to Phylorius mod, and then I don't know. He has a website, so I assume it's a he. If you're not a he, let me know. My pronouns are they, them, so I should just do that. So they have a website, and see if there is a link on their website to mention, and then share on social media. That's the general idea. So I'm going to take this project list, and I am going to shove it in here, and I'm going to update that. I guess I should just for it to look good. What I should do is include the changes I've already made, which are, let's see, add task, problem, solution, add whoop, add expanded task prompts. Yeah, I think that's about right. So we'll go and add these here, just so it looks nice. Garten. I need to make this a little more efficient. I'm doing all this additional filtering. This might be a good reason to learn how to use Go, and then write a Go integration for this. Let's see. And then Garten tasks up. That should update this thing on the side. If I look over here. Let's move this somewhere. Where does this go usually? I guess I'll stick it to this. No! Ugh, really? God, I hate this. I keep breaking their UI. Or I should just say they change it. Saving to a legacy format. No. No. Save as. Let's save that. This is the right file, right? Replace. When spot colors use with transparency changing, they will. Am I using spot color? Oh, I am using spot color, but there are not any of them in his file, so. Yeah. Illustrator 2020, sure. Okay, so that updated on the right side, so when I come back to this, we'll see where we left off, and hopefully that's good. So let's see, what happened to my OBS window? I'm gonna have to figure out where to stick all the OBS-ness of it all. Oh, here it is. Why is this not showing up when I tab click into it? Let's see. This should probably be on this other window, but all right. So I guess that's it for today. This went a little bit longer. A little bit of progress today. I don't think I'm going to have a regular streaming sign. No, OBS advanced audio settings can be found in the gear arc in the audio mixer. Here's the audio mixer. Gear. Oh yeah. Where is it? Mono. I think that will work. So hopefully that works. So that's it for today. I'm not planning on streaming regularly, although maybe I could do that. But I'll try to post like an event for the next time I can do this. I can maybe spend 30 minutes a day on this if I time block. So maybe that's something to do. And then I would like to get a lot of the other things fixed for just getting back into the blogging habit, sharing design work. I want to move a lot of this stuff over onto the news site, which is at d3say.com. But thanks for watching, whoever is here. Thanks, Christopher, for all your help. Thanks, Archive. And we will see you sometime in the future. So do I still remember how to close these things? I think there's a slate I have. Here. This. I guess that works. This is so old. All right. Have a good night. Gotta wait a few seconds for the stream to buffer.